Hello my nerds and welcome to your daily dose of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. My name is Fanboy and we are going to get right into this because this is a doozy of a game. In the top right hand position as our blue Protoss, you have the very famous Liquid MaNa. He has been in the Starcraft community for ever, since I can remember at least. He is Protoss, he is a dang good Protoss, and we're going to see the example of what I am talking about in this game. And his opponent today is going to be somebody I haven't actually heard of. His name is very familiar because you will recognize it from the game we are watching currently. And if you've ever watched or even played the campaign, he is our pinkish Zerg. And he is down in the left-hand corner. He is Reynor. This map, by the way, is called Lerilak Crest. I hope I'm saying that right, because if I'm not, then you know what, just deal with it. Or just correct me in the comment section. So that's what people like to do. So we're going to get right into this. And it's a pretty standard open from both players. You have your hatchery coming down from Reynor, and then a spawning pole, and then a gas. Not all that uncommon. Probe scout from MaNa. And MaNa, meanwhile, does have an expansion coming down, and already has a gateway. M's probably getting a cybernex core. So I don't know what that probe's doing. That probe's kind of confused. Basically it's gas, getting another gas, and just producing probes like they're going out of style. So yeah, we're just getting right into this game as we go forward. It looks like Reynor's expansion is already up and mining by one drone. So we're going to see an influx of drones. It looks like he only has two going right now, but he also has 2 lings and 2 queens and speed on the way. Meanwhile, MaNa does have gateway research going. Ooh, he's going to drop down Stargate. Oh, that's interesting. If he goes like carriers, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to just ball up laughing. So, right now, MaNa is basically just doing standard build outside of the Stargate, of course. Outside of the Stargate, he's just plowed along like a good old Protoss should. And he's scouting as well. So, lings are being chased back. Those two probably chased back the probe, wherever the probe actually went. I don't know if the probe survived or not. I don't think so, because we didn't get a first blood call. So that's a thing. Phoenixes are coming out of the Stargate. He's just going to use these mostly for harassment, or also taking down overlords, unfortunately. The Overlord Massacre is about to, get underway, unfortunately. Who doesn't love the floating, farting overlords that hover magically over everything without really any type of propulsion? There are Zerglings at MaNa's rocks, and it looks like the Adept is going to spot this, but I think the Zergling got the first blood call. The Overlord's going to be a close second. Oh, look at that explosion. That was not good at all. But a Zergling was the first blood call. MaNa does have a mothership core out, does have 2 Phoenixes still pumping out more, but they're not going to waste their energy on picking up just a bunch of Zerglings. That would be a waste of energy. Meanwhile, Reynor has gas going down somewhere. I'm assuming in his second, it looks like. Yep. So, more gas on the way for him. Another expansion coming down for MaNa, so he's on a 3 base race with Reynor, and Reynor does not like this because he is a Zerg and he likes to have lots and lots of expansions. The Overlord Massacre is continuing, unfortunately. Even though Reynor does have quite a few queens, he just doesn't have the creep spread to keep them from, I don't know, moving faster than his queens. He is going to try to rectify that by planting down a creep tumor, probably to connect this base with this base, most likely. What else is going on? More phoenixes are being produced. A lot more drones. 8 drones in production. You also have a good old evolution chamber going up for upgrades. Good old Hydralis Den going down, most likely to respond to the Phoenix threat. He also had... Huh. That's interesting. I thought he also had another structure going down, but I guess not. The Phoenix Cloud is getting quite big. MaNa has stopped producing them. He is also working on a Twilight Council, so DTs maybe? Or even Storm. Storm is always still very, very, very good. Is popping out the Immortals. Does have 3 sentries and a couple of zealots, but that's about it, really. Harassment going on somewhere. It looks like at the main, but even with the Sport Crawl, with the queens here now, with the, I don't know how many queens there are, because I'm not going to do math on air, even with the queen and the Sport Crawler, it's just not enough to keep defending all the drones. So we can look at how many drones have died. 7 drones overall. Not all that bad, but 38, 36 army supply and 67 and 61 workers. Wow. That's a lot of workers for being only 6, almost at the 7-minute mark. So they're both on 3 bases. I'm assuming Reynor is going to go expanding up to 4 very shortly. The Phoenix Cloud is getting whittled down very slowly. It's basically just, its number 1 goal is to harass. Harass, harass, harass. And that's about all it wants to do, is look for opportunities and kill as many drones as humanly possible. There goes 3, there goes 4. He's going to lose 1 Phoenix. There it goes. 1 Phoenix does go down. These Zerglings have been trying to poke around for I don't know how long, forever, it seems like. But more queens. Another hatchery. 4 hatcheries going down for Reynor, so he wants to have more bases, more income than MaNa. It's just how Zerg works. Oracle coming out from MaNa. I'm assuming he's going to use this as detection. Ooh, you have disruptors coming out 2 at a time from 2 good old robo facilities. So he's most likely going to use the Oracle as a detection device. Reynor does sacrifice all of his lings for the most part to scout out, try to get some kills, or just to see the army composition of MaNa, and he does do that quite effectively. But Reynor does have control of the one only watchtower in the middle of the map. So MaNa right now is kind of blind at where his enemy is. Archons are out, so he must have... Yes, he does. He does have the Templar Archives. So are we going to see Storm? So that could be a very, very big possibility. And I think he also has Charge. If we can look at one of the Zealots. Yes, he does have Charge. So right now, Kane's going down pretty much everywhere. But here comes one of the major engagements. Maybe not. No. I don't think Liquid MaNa wants to engage that army right now. I mean, there are lots and lots of lurkers, lots and lots of Hydralisks. Not a good thing. That good old Oracle needs to watch its back. But here comes a lot of Disruptor Balls. Disruptor Balls come out and just devastate a lot of the lurker number. Force builds come out and pretty much they're not self-sealing, but, you know, it's close enough. But it looks like Reynor just only has 3 lurkers left, and a large portion of the army just got slaughtered there because it just kind of ran away. So that's a thing. But more disruptor balls come out. These roaches are kind of going out of style real quickly. Reynor kind of needs to fall backwards, and that's what he's doing. He's falling back. He's saying, okay, I need to regroup and rearm. More lurkers. Roach Den did go down. I just didn't see it. There he is. Roach Den did come out. Here comes another engagement. Disruptor balls come out. That's a lot of roaches just completely and utterly dead. We can look at these disruptors and see that they all have kills. One of them's almost dead. But it looks like more lurkers in production. 3 for right now. Not spine crawlers, but spores going down as well. Storm has just got started. 3 attack has just got started as well. So we're gonna see High Templar and Storm for the most part pretty damn quickly. Disruptor ball comes out. That was a good size hit, but the lurker defense right now is just way too high right now. But he can go behind this mineral line and still try to take down whatever in the world comes his way. As long as he puts all of his units on the hold position, all Reynor can do is charge in and try to defend his 4th expansion. And that's just not going very well, because his lurkers need to move up. And now that his lurkers are up and away, even though his army is just so far dwindled, it's just not going to happen. This hatchery is going to go down. And, you know, that's always not a good thing. That's never a good thing for a Zerg, to be on equal basis with his enemy. Another lurker flies up in the air like it's made of paper. But it looks like Reynor has suffered a lot more than MaNa has currently. There is an Oracle out here just floating around. But it looks like a small roach attachment is going to the left side of the map, and it's going to probably be a hit squad if it's not intercepted. It may just be intercepted. More Archons being morphed in. Oh, look at there! You have the roaches come out of freaking nowhere and try and get 18 probes. 18 to 21. Wow. And the army supply is 103 to 121. Workers have been kind of dealt a serious blow. It's down to 58, 57, respectively. So that's a thing. Another expansion for MaNa coming up. That'll be his 5th, it looks like. But Reynor's only on 3 bases currently, trying to get up a 4th. He needs that 4th desperately. And here comes MaNa just with a bold play, trying to get into the 3rd of Reynor, and he's succeeding. Or he was. But it's not going to happen. He's saying, nope, I'm going to go home. I'm going to lick my wounds and go for it another day. He is getting another expansion. He's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases, while Reynor's on 3 going up to 4. So he's in pretty good shape. More roaches onto the left side. He could very easily swing those roaches onto the left side and try to get something done with them. And it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Roaches on the move command. Ooh, Storm comes out. Storm is done. Hive comes out, and that's a Tempest. What in the world? What in the world are you doing, MaNa? You have a Tempest in construction. He's just having fun at this point, but at least that's what it looks like. Spore going down. Random Zergling come out and just try to devastate this army, and all of them go bye-bye so very quickly. Roaches are getting kind of wary. Let's just say that one. the 5th 4 mana is going down, but also that was a lot of drones. Drones dying left and right for the most part by none other than Zealots. Zealots are just tearing Reynor up, and it looks like Reynor is just like, okay, I'm going to go for it, and try to kill as much of the economy as humanly possible. Does get MaNa's 4th, it looks like, but he's going to pay a very high price for it. Most of his army is pretty much dead now, but it looks like he is cleaning up the Zealots that have torn through his base for way, way too long. The Warp Prism does go down, unfortunately. He still does have a 4th, so that's something that MaNa has to deal with. He lost his 5th, so yeah, that's the thing. The High Templar count is quite healthy, it looks like. I don't know exactly how many he has, but it's gonna be intense. Oh my goodness, he's throwing down another. Oh, he's building 2 Nexuses at once. Because he lost his 3rd. He's rebuilding that Nexus. But it looks like Disruptors are out in the front, and they want blood, so they're going after it. They want to take down these Lurkers as quickly as humanly possible. The Queens aren't really a big deal at this point. The 4th for Reynor goes down again, and it looks like these High Templar are just out for the taking. But unfortunately, Reynor doesn't see that and does not kill them, unfortunately. But more aggression from Reynor. He needs to keep this up, because if he doesn't, well, he's not going to be in this game for much longer. We can look at the workers killed. Workers killed for MaNa are 41 and Reynor are 55. So, I mean, they're kind of even. They've been trading back and forth. MaNa's army is not that big. I mean, yes, he has a higher build cap, but his units that he has, they're just extremely expensive. But it looks like this Zealot just wants to kill that drone. He wants to kill that drone real badly. But he dies because of a lurker. But you have Vipers. Vipers are out and they're full of energy. And you also have Ravagers. Ravagers are out. The good old Disruptors get pulled forward, but Storm happens, and that's just GG at this point. There is nothing really left for Reynor. Reynor does call GG, and there you go. That's the end of that. 2 more Tempests were in production. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up on the video. It helps me out a ton with search ranking. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Share the videos if you're still here. And what else? Yeah, just go like, favor, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. And I will see you guys in the next game. Bye for now.